Oh god, that's steep. I've not had any breakfast yet, I'm about to drink. So, came out, down poo path, up here. I was actually going to go along poo path, but then the guy that likes to stare at young adults with his stupid dog was on the path, and he just stands there and looks. And I'm like, right, dogs, come into this bit. And it's actually better for the dogs actually to be in here, because what is like a half an hour walk will see more, because they can have a good run and around and about on here. He's a genuinely strange guy. Like, I mean, I've had to say it before at Morrison's when I've seen the guy that's in, and it's like, I've been working, and he just stares, and I'm just like, people are like, what's he staring at? And I went, oh, he likes looking at young adults. I've had to say it, and I'm like, well, I said, whenever I'm out walking and I've got my dogs that can't resist looking at me. So I've just straight up told him that he's pretty much a pedo. All the characteristics are a pedo. And then what else is there? And people, somebody in my comments was like, saying that I've probably overreacted with some kid that's being a fan. And I'm like, well, I appreciate people being a fan, but some people need to learn, like, from what I say on the internet. And like I'll basically, when you tell them in person, just people don't listen sometimes, so you've got to kind of go a bit further out to then make them listen. Because then basically they were like, oh, I'll reenact how this person is. Whenever I see this person, they always get into a right excitement, like it's like I am the messiah and the best creator on the internet. Well, here I am not. I'm definitely not. And then being like, oh, I watch, just getting way too excited. I mean, I know people are like, watched your stuff yesterday, watched it recently, it was good, done. And I was saying in video, less is more. Less talk of it means more. But when you've got some kid that just runs, and I mean runs up to you, points at you like that, you're the guy that posts stuff on the internet, you're the guy that does that. And I'm like, chill, I'm not God. So somebody said in the comments that I might have overreacted, and I'm like, well, look at it this way, right? When you are going on family outings and you see this one particular person run up to you, it then sets my dogs off. So not thinking straight, and then also like does all the full-on pointing. I tell you what, if I saw one of my favourite creators on internet on streets, I won't fucking run over like a child. I'd be like, hey, engage in a normal conversation and not get a overload of excitement. Anyway, so basically somebody was like, oh, I need to get a grip, or like I'm overreacting. And I'm like, well, if you like I said, if you're going to family outings and you just see this one random person just do that, oh yeah, hold on, and then keep doing it, there's a problem, because you've got an obsession, and it's me. You've got some 12-year-old that's obsessed with me. So I thought the best way is to discuss it on the internet, talk about it. And yeah, some people might call me a bit of a, well, not loser, but like a puff. And I'm like, well, it's good to have fan engagement, but when they remind you of it, pretty much not every day, but never near enough every day, and they run up to you as if you're God, and then point at you, then stop it. Like, it's not needed. If I, so for example, like I said about the Terroriser, if I saw Brian on the streets, for example, round here, not that that's going to happen, but you never know. If I saw him, I wouldn't run up to him in hysterics and point and go, "You're Brian, you're Terroriser, you're this, you're that." I won't do that, because that makes you look a twat. Because then that makes that creator then think, Jesus, what's wrong with that person? I've already got enough stuff wrong with me. I don't need extra stuff added on top of that. But yeah, anyway, I just needed to clear the air and discuss it. And I'm going out today as well. I'm going to go to Stockport. I was looking at my Rail Atlas book, and I was just like, well, it's a while since I've been to Manchester. But I didn't actually want to go to Manchester, because Manchester is a very, very populated city in not just England but the UK. And then I looked at like the different lines that come across from Manchester, and I just saw Stockport, and I was like, well, I remember they did really well in League 2, but sadly didn't get promoted because they lost. So let's have a look at Stockport, and that's where I'm going today. But I need to get home, because I've just done like the tiniest of walks with the dogs now, but the dogs have had a pretty good run on the field, like going that way to here and then that way. So I need to feed them, then I need to have my own breakfast, and then get going. My dad's going to give me a lift to Huddersfield, because he's conveniently going to the Huddersfield himself. I paid for a 9:36 train, and I said, well, if for some reason that train misses or it gets cancelled, there is a 9:54 train. And I woke up to a message this morning from Trainline: your 9:36 train has been cancelled. I was like, right, okay, I can go for 9:54 then. Anyway, got a plan. Just going to take it nice and slow, honestly. That's what I've been doing on this walk. Just going to go nice and slow and just do that. So yeah, good. So I need to feed the dogs, need to have my own breakfast. Could do go to the toilet as well before I go. Thanks for watching me now, and goodbye.